Somebody made a video talking about the real XXL list. I'm curious. And it looked like I saw SSG Kobe.
What is good?
Yeah, I know I like my underrated rappers.
Buddy people, welcome to the channel. It's your boy Bubbling, and we in a new spot today. I'm going home likely tomorrow, so again, we're getting back to normal very soon. But anyway, in today's video is a very special episode in that the XXL list came out today. And given all the feedback that I've seen from the Bob gang, but just in general on Twitter, Instagram, all social medias, I thought I'd make my own list, and not necessarily just subjective to my taste, but based upon data, numbers, all that. Basically what the underground in general is fucking with, not necessarily just me. These are all the people everybody's gonna be listening to very soon and likely already listening to. So without further ado,
like, I'm surprised Sofago ain't make it, I ain't gonna lie.
real XXL list. And by the way, the reason I make this is simply because I feel like the XXL list is kind of like Madden or like 2K, where they're literally like a year or two behind with their artist picks. We're gonna go over the list that they chose and you'll kind of get a gist of what I'm talking about. And with the internet and just hip hop and rappers and everything blowing up so fast nowadays, like an artist will go up like 23, 50, whatever, 100,000 followers in less than 30 days. Whereas before it was kind of like a gradual progression because Instagram, Twitter wasn't as viral. And so I almost believe like XXL has to make sort of like semester,
Yo, skip ahead, my guy.
and put them on it, such as say Kid Leroy, who declined, or Lil Tecca last year or the year before, or Snot this year, who declined. And not only
Oh, they declined. That makes sense. Snot, Kid Leroy, Lil Tecca, those are the people that do make sense, not gonna lie.
that, but hip hop is so segregated now too.
Nah, I've been listening to Sofago since since Pretty Boy Fredo popped up in New York. That's when I shared Sofago's song, tagged Pretty Boy Fredo. Pretty Boy Fredo reshared it, and Sofago saw that Pretty Boy Fredo, me and Pretty Boy Fredo was listening to it, and then he reshared it. That was all the way in like September, maybe August.
In that there's like hyper pop, there's like rage / underground, there's like this super hood shit that I don't know too much about, like the Lil Durk and Lil Baby side of things, that it's hard for XXL to put together a great list because the average consumer, even like myself, don't know who like 3 or 4 of the 10 people they put on the list are each year. But anyway, to get into their list, their picks were Ian Dior, Coi Leray, 42 Doug, Flo Milli, Ruby Rose, DDG, Tusi, Poosh,
Where's Tusi? I don't see Tusi in this.
Shiesty, Murray, Blast, and Lakia. Lakia. And to give a little rundown, what do I think about their current list, because we're gonna be changing it up pretty much completely. Ian Dior, as I mentioned before, with, you know, XXL being late by 1 or 2 years, he should have been on the list 2 years ago.
Bottom? I don't see that nigga at the bottom. Or is this you mean like they don't got this is not the full photo, like there's more people under, right?
Blast and Lakia, you know, XX conversation was going down. But I guess now that he has like a #1 single, Mood, with 24K, Golden, but Golden was on last year, so why wasn't Ian Dior on there with him? Unless Ian Dior really just wanted to be on the XXL list. If I were him, I would have turned it down, because now it looks like he's a freshman when he been in the game for a bit. Coi Leray, honestly, that was a good choice if you ask me, although I'm not gonna put her on my list or the underground XXL.
This is what I gotta realize. When it comes to making XXL, there's just so many categories in music when it comes to underground. Like he said, that it's just hard to pick from. You really got the hood side. You got people that don't know who Chef G is, Lil Durk, you feel me? You got people that don't know who Sleepy Hollow is, don't know these, you know, the drill scene. You got people that just know the rock area or the little pump area, where it's like people like, you know, Sofago, SSG Kobe, Summers, like all those people, like people not gonna know those people. Then you got the regular people like Coi Leray, and you know, like there's different categories, so it's hard to choose. At the end of the day, no matter what, there's gonna be a couple, like at least maybe 3 to 5 people that everybody does not know when they make the list.
But the reason I say it was a good pick is because she has been blowing up lately, kind of made a name for herself rather than just being.
Cause me personally, I've been listening to Coi Leray before the whole Poosh Shiesty or Lil Durk thing. There was I actually have songs of her in my phone,
like Trippie Redd's Girlfriend. She's got a couple songs like No More Parties, and then whatever the other one was where she sounded like Playboy Cardi that I've mentioned before. Both of them blew up on TikTok, and now she's low-key one of the biggest female artists in the game currently. other than like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, etc. Nicki Minaj. 42 Doug is like the underlying artist to Lil Baby. He's been going up lately. I don't necessarily listen to him, but his numbers do speak for themselves. He's rapping for the hood, all of the midgets who be sucking off dudes in the alleyway to pay their rent.
Wait, whoa, what did he just say? Whoa.
Themselves. He's rapping for the hood, all of the midgets who be sucking off dudes in the alleyway to pay their rent.
Nah, he's wildin'.
Flo Milli, she had a fire verse and it was
I've been listening to before Huddy. Or was it Huddy? I'll go
blowing up on TikTok on the Snot Lyrical Lemonade music video. I can't remember what the song name was, but she got a very unique voice and flow to her, and she got the numbers to back it up, so solid pick. Ruby Rose, don't know any of her songs, but she a baddie. She got a fat ass. And
nope, it's the same song. The reason I followed her was because of Huddy too.
she got like the cultural influence to her, so even if she didn't rap, like honestly, I see why XXL put her on the list, even though they're supposed to be music centric, but she has been going up in music. But either way, again, she's just like an icon at this point in hip hop. DDG, he's been going up, but completely based upon his own accord because of his YouTube fan base. He actually just quit YouTube and he's trying to take music seriously, maybe because he knew that XXL was gonna come out with a list today, that he quit yesterday saying that he was retiring. Coincidence? I think not. Tusi, honestly, he was hot like
Yeah, that nigga look like a girl. What the fuck?
last year, but I feel like I haven't heard much from him lately.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I haven't heard much of 2C in a minute either. But he be doing his thing. I ain't gonna lie. But Jamaicans love 2C. I ain't gonna lie.
Which just confirms the fact that we were talking about before with XXL being late. Pooh Shiesty, solid pick. Although he's really big and probably bigger than this list and should have been on it last year again. We keep saying that. That's pretty much the trend of XXL at this point. Murray, apparently he's an industry plant. Don't really
I've only heard one song from him.
care about him, although his numbers back it up. Blast, didn't know who that
I don't know who that is.
was, but I looked up his numbers. He low-key selling more streams
Damn.
than everybody else on this list. Lakia, same way, like a million monthly listeners. However, with the XXL freshman class, emphasis on freshmen, I think the discrepancy between freshmen and what the fans think as freshmen, if you're already successful, you kind of aren't a freshman. A freshman's supposed to be like the next up artists who are going to be successful very soon or on the brink of it. So that's what we're gonna do today. But anyway, for my list, I think a lot of y'all already know who I'm gonna put on it, because there are some obvious ones that no one can deny are on this XXL underground list. And that firstly, we got Sofago, the undeniable XXL freshman. He's probably gonna be on it next year unless he denies it, which Travis Scott, who Sofago recently signed to Cactus Jack Records, might tell him not to take XXL, because at this point it's getting kind of corny. But he got the Lyrical Lemonade music video and co-sign from Cole Bennett with Knock Knock, which was also a TikTok viral song. Not to mention the fact that the fans are begging or salivating for Sofago's cock. I mean, next music.
Nah. Yo, what's up with this guy, bro? Like the whole time, the video, he's been saying mad AO stuff. Like, what's up?
Video potentially with Lyrical Lemonade again called Let's Lose Our Mind, which is like the super hyped up snippet on his Instagram. Plus, he's got some fire in the vault, I'm not gonna lie. But moving on, we got like the vice president of the underground.
Yeah, like I said, I agree with Sofago,
which is SSG Kobe, another pretty obvious pick for the XXL list.
I agree with SSG Kobe too. Y'all know I listen to him, so.
The underground, and that he also got a Lyrical Lemonade music video with Snot called Calabasas. I personally liked SSG Kobe on this rapping shit as opposed to his, I don't know, trying to be like X on his latest EP or album, whatever it was. But I've heard some of his new rage shit from like some of the snippets that people have posted on IG Lives, whatever. That is the shit he needs to drop. More like energy into it. I don't want to be on my sad boy vibes here. Emo rap is dead, I already told y'all. But either way, Sofago, SSG Kobe are pretty much the most obvious picks of the XXL underground list, as they're pretty much the leaders of the rage wave. Now on the opposite side of the rage wave, which we would like to call kind of like hyper pop, even though it's not completely hyper pop, it's like hip hop hyper pop, so hip pop. We got Ken Carson, who hasn't really bubbled all too much, but that's just because he hasn't dropped his long anticipated project.
it's kind of obvious to see where the world of music is traveling to. Because first of all, the first three people he's named so far, they all make music in the same area, I feel like.
X. All we've really gotten from him is Teen X and Teen X Relapsed, where he pretty much influenced the whole underground into using hyperpop beats, working with like Starboy, Out of Town, etc. And his streams really haven't gotten to the same point as Sofego, SSG, Kobe, but they will very soon. I don't think he has the same pop
Nah, I don't agree with DC the Don. Not gonna lie. Nah, he's not that mainstream
appeal as Sofego and SSG Kobe, because they kind of got like a natural thing to him, where Ken Carson is super heavy on the auto tune, a little bit more niche. But don't get me wrong, Ken Carson is going to be huge very soon. He's got the engagement. That's going to be one of the focal points of this video when we get into later artists on my list. But the main thing about Ken Carson, he's got the cosign from Playboi Carti. He may not be signed officially to him like distribution underneath the Opium label on Spotify credits, but he's definitely affiliated in some way. I don't know what it is. I don't think anybody does, but he was firstly put on by Carti. Let's be real. Same with like Destroy It Lonely, but I don't think Destroy It Lonely is the same level as Ken Carson. Next, we got someone who also people affiliate with Playboi Carti, but he's not affiliated whatsoever. But
it's a Coochie. I knew it.
Coaches, because of the whole baby voice, even though he doesn't like to say he got the baby voice. But he also just got a Lyrical Lemonade music video, which is another trend of these underground artists. Once Cole Bennett starts fucking with him, they're basically going mainstream very soon. Whether or not y'all fuck with his music or not, it's just a huge platform. But Coaches literally always got hits or TikTok viral songs in the vault. He just had Tell Him, which was that Lyrical Lemonade music video that we just talked about. And just the snippet with Snot was going viral on TikTok for months, and fans were begging for it, for just a drop of that. Tell him what's up. Tell him it's on. But the thing about Coaches that a lot of people don't give him the respect he deserves is that he always has a hit, as I mentioned before, with like Hatchback, Redhead, and those were all in different time spans, all going viral on TikTok for different reasons. So he just has like the formula in his head of how to make these hits. So I see him going mainstream, being one of the top artists on this list, especially because he's already one of the biggest, if not the biggest. And by the way, I told y'all like a couple weeks ago, he made it on Billboard already. So he doing it. Next we got Can, who is actually the smallest out of like the main trio in Slay World out of Autumn and Summers. However, I think Can has the most promise. He's been growing significantly more than Summers and Autumn, with like 13,000 followers in the last 30 days, whereas Summers has only gained 8,000, which is still...
Yeah, I did hear him. He popped up on recommended. He was doing like a vlog, like music video. Yeah, Day in the Life of Can. Yeah.
Still pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. In Autumn with 10,000, so Can ain't beating him too much. However, his rate of growth is only going up, whereas Autumn and Summer I feel like are kind of stagnating a little bit, because they've always been up kind of where Can was just one of the producers in Slay World and just recently became an artist within the last year or two. But out of the three, I've told y'all this so many times, I think Can is the most consistent out of all of them. He raps on those whole lot of red type beats, which go crazy. The whole Oxy and Codeine EP that he dropped within the last year or so was like 5 out of 5 songs. Next we got Eric DOA, who hasn't really blown up yet, because I think he only got like,
yeah, I don't know who this is for once,
30 or 40,000 followers on Instagram. However, if you check his engagement, pretty much everyone who follows him is tapped in. Pause. They tapping that ass. So as I told y'all, engagement
Yo, what's his bop, bro?
Is a huge metric when it comes to somebody blowing up. Nobody really cares about how many followers you have, or at least labels don't. It's all about how many of your current followers fuck with you, because say he has 30 or 40,000 followers and he's getting like 10 to 20,000 likes, whereas the average is really like 10% or
Wait, who's Asian Baby?
less, which would be 3,000 to 4,000 likes on his latest photo. The Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all of these algorithms will push his content to the explore page organically and free. So the label don't gotta do shit, and consistently he grows every day. Not to mention the fact that even though his Instagram and like social media pages aren't that big,
Asian Baby, say your real name, because I'm confused.
dude already has multiple songs with millions of streams on his Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. And he's basically the leader of the hyperpop underground wave, not the hip hop one with like Ken Carson, but like the actual hyperpop where you like pitch up the vocals.
Wait, why you say Kate thinks? What? I said say your name.
But as I keep saying, it's a matter of time. Maybe like within the next couple of months, year or so, Eric DOA gonna blow up very soon, and he could go pop, because hyperpop, the whole point of
That ain't no real name, bro. On my mama ain't no real. If your mama name you that name, there's something wrong.
It's like very concentrated pop music. BK the Ruler.
I forgot about BK the Ruler. I've been listening to BK Ruler for a very long time. I'm not gonna lie, like for a while long.
She is kind of like the only girl in this underground list. I believe she dated Autumn and Doo-Wop Kane. I'm not completely sure, but she kind of got her own thing going, and then she almost has 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify, bigger than most of the artists on this list. One of her songs already having 12 million on Spotify and growing consistently, like 10,000 followers every 30 days on Instagram. And what she's got going for her, as I mentioned before, is that she's like the only girl in this underground wave, but it's not too girly music. Like even if you're a guy, you can still fuck with her rap. And not only that, but she got vocals too. She's pretty versatile, unlike some of her male counterparts. Next, we got Cash Dami, who we've talked about before, of rappers going mainstream, and that he just got signed to Republic, as you can see by going through his YouTube music videos. But dude is blowing the fuck up. He has gained over 50,000 followers in the last 30 days. And he has multiple songs blowing up, like Look in the Mirror, Dior, etc., as well as just dropping a project, Epiphany. Go check it out. It's pretty hard. Not to mention the fact that the dude is only 16. I met him like yesterday. Super young, so he has hella potential, and he's been rapping for a long time too. Like I remember seeing World Star music videos of him like 2 years back when he was only 14. So if he's growing this fast right now with the sound he's got, once he starts to get more versatile and starts singing on the track, because he's kind of doing like an rapidy rap and more lyrical, the sky is the limit, and he has the momentum like shit. Another rapper
Nigga said, whoa, the same age. You thought you was the only person in the world that was, bruh.
just like Cash Dami actually is growing faster.
Bro, I still don't know who Asian Baby is.
The Cash Dami is Baby Santana.
I listen to Baby Santana. Y'all know that if y'all tune in to the stream early, when it's like just the music playing, I'll be listening to something. Antisocial, word, my mama.
I swear to God, I thought this dude had like 30,000 followers like last month. All of a sudden I look, he got like 90 or 80,000 followers. And then I looked at the data, he's grown over 58,000 followers in the last 30 days. Not to mention the fact that he just dropped this Antisocial 2 song, which actually has a lot of the artists that we're talking about on this list on it, like SSG Kobe, Fazo, who we're gonna talk about in a second, Slump Sixes. But literally this Antisocial 2 song is going bananas. Almost 1 million views on SoundCloud, but it's basically the biggest song on SoundCloud as we speak. Because of this song, that's why.
Oh, okay, I think I know who you are now. You're not saying your real name, so like, how you expect me to know who you was?
Baby Santana's going up so high. That's why Young Fazo, who we're going to talk about very soon, and Slump Sixes. And also, if you didn't know, Baby Santana is managed by Lil Tecca's manager as well, so he's going to get all those connections. Music video potentially with Lyrical Lemonade. I have no idea, this is all speculation, but he's got the stats and he's got the people behind him to pretty much guarantee that he blows up, as he is already. Next, we got Slump Sixes, who we just mentioned. He actually has grown 24,000 followers in the last 30 days. I think the last time we talked about him before Antisocial 2 dropped, which he was featuring on, and I was talking about some of these underground artists are gonna blow up to say like the Summer's Autumn level. Well, what happened? Exactly that. And again, it's all because of this Antisocial 1 and 2 song. But either way, anyone involved in these songs blowing up. Thousands and thousands of followers every single week. Another artist on this Antisocial 2 wave is Young Fazo, who in the last 30 days has gained over 16,000.
Now I'm saying you look for nigga, just text me on Instagram. Like, bruh.
Followers, and this was from a mere like 9,000 followers. He's actually one of the artists that I think has the most promise. He has like the mainstream appeal, like so Fago with the vocals, and dude is only like 14 years old. Not to mention he got like a very unique brand to him in that he's like the little brown boy, he's Lil Nav out here. Personally, I think he's one of the leaders of this rage wave too, with that song Keep It Real that I listen to basically on a daily basis. And lastly, we got Autumn, who's kind of like a grandfather to this wave. As I mentioned before, I think Can might pass Autumn, because Autumn and Summers have been up in this underground wave, but they might be a little bit stagnant as opposed to some of these other people like Slump Sixes, Baby Santana, who are literally passing them in a matter of 30 days. Like no matter what, Autumn is gonna do well, but just in comparison to the numbers of other people, it's kind of hard to tell. And lastly, I almost forgot my boy K Suave, who is absolutely killing it after he dropped Sexually Active with Trippie Redd on the feature. It already passed 1 million views on like all streaming platforms. Trippie is really doing his part in getting his fan base, which is already massive, and converting over to K-Swab, who also got a pretty fire sound. He's one of my favorite underground artists. But the only thing that I think might hold him back is the same thing that's pushing him forward right now, being that Trippie co-signed because he signed to his 1400 Entertainment label. He just got to get out of being Trippie's artist, you feel me? But he's dropping a project really soon, Sexually Active, I believe, before Trippie, Sofago, and Ian Dior with K-Swab go on tour.
How I'ma follow you if I don't know who you... What? You didn't even... How am I gonna follow... Yo, be quiet, bro.
And with all of the new monthly listeners and possible new fans that K-Swab got from Sexually Active after Trippie Redd promoted it significantly, this album will be the true test to see if he can maintain all of it and even progress forward by himself. Although I believe he might have some more Trippie on there too. And there is your real underground XXL list. His underground wave is about to blow up, similar to like the 2016, 2017 waves. We got something special coming. I don't know how long it's gonna take for another wave to come. It's crazy how everybody's
Niggas still have my style. Let me get my flow back. Damn. Hop on this bitch like Kodak. Damn.
blowing up so fast, but it'll be a cool ride, alright? That's why I got hella bitches on my dick trying to get a ride.
Yo, what's wrong with him, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Yo, if you watch, I ain't gonna, he a little, alright, whatever, bro. Alright, whatever, bro. You got it, bro. You got it, big bro. You got it. But now I agree with the list completely. But you can tell what direction all these rappers are going in right now, though. All the rappers he said are not even people that are like, they don't make Lil Baby type music. They don't make NBA type music. They don't make no Lil Durk type music. They don't make no Polo G type music. They have a specific area of music. So like you can tell his area of music that he chose. And that's why I said XXL would not choose all of them. Because they got to be versatile with their sound. Yeah, I agree with it though.